Hello guys and welcome back to a new video. Today we are driving the brand new Suzuki Acros. This is the facelift, as you probably know. Yeah, basically it's not brand new, it's not 2025, it's basically 2024, but it's brand new because it's the facelift and I didn't have time to review it on the channel. So in this video I will present you this super nice SUV, the brother, the sibling of the Toyota RAV4. It's basically the same car, the same technology, it drives basically the same with a little bit of change here and there. So basically around 95-98% of the car is the same as RAV4. The front end, it's a little bit different, so we have a different grille, different design in the front, also on the headlamps, and on the side the car look basically the same. The rims are a little bit different and I will come back there to the rims in a second. The back end look quite similar. The only thing that's different are the badges. Suzuki Acros plug-in hybrid is basically the same. The two exhaust pipes on a plug-in hybrid are the same, even though these cars have two electric motors, one petrol engine. You can see real exhaust pipes, two of them, left and right. Not sure why is this approach. We will talk about that in the review video, so stay close to see the review video as well. Otherwise it looks basically the same. Now the thing is like that, Suzuki sell this car only in a top of the range version. That's why the price is expensive. If you look on the both website, Toyota RAV4 and Acros, you will see that Toyota RAV4 start at a pretty lower price because it start at a base model, but this one it's top of the range, so you have to compare it. Top of the range RAV4, top of the range Acros. It comes with 19-inch rims, standard, just like that. Ventilated brake disc on the rear, ventilated brake disc on the front. This is the key, by the way, with Suzuki badge on the back. Lock, unlock, open the trunk. AC, we will talk about all those things. Keyless entrance, you can lock and unlock the car by having your hands here. It comes with electric folding mirrors, so all you have to do is just go here and the car will unlock. Check out the review video. I will have a separate video on my channel where I explain you everything about the car interior, exterior, so you can get more information. Leather everywhere, I love that. I mean, very good quality materials. Basically the interior look quite the same, so you won't see the difference. Only here on the badge you will see the difference. Normal pedals, electric adjustable seats. Here you have a few buttons for heated windshield, you have heated steering wheel, open the trunk, the headlamps, automatic high beam, low beam. Now let me go inside. Armrest in leather, the seats are in leather, the same, basically the same quality. Steering wheel here, leather on the dashboard, soft material everywhere. Let me start the system and I want to show you. This is the facelift. How you know that? When you see you don't have any button here close to the multimedia system, you know this is a facelift. So it has the new multimedia system, it has the new digital cockpit, full digital cockpit, which I love, and you probably saw it already on other Toyota cars, also on Swift for example, which we will talk about next week. I will have it, the new model, the new facelift also on Drive. It comes with Android Auto, Apple CarPlay wireless. Look at this, it's just already connected, which is awesome. We will talk about that of course in a different video, in a review video. I will make a separate video. Otherwise this is the plug-in hybrid version, guys, by the way. But before we go forward, I want to talk a little bit about the prices and the information, and I want to give you the technical data. So it comes in only one version. That means a 2.5 liter petrol engine combined with two electric motors. It's a plug-in hybrid and it comes with an automatic transmission, of course. First of all, very important, the engine, the petrol engine, it's a 2.5 liter petrol engine combined with one electric motor. Both of them drive the front wheel of the car, and then you have another electric motor installed on the rear axle, so then you can kind of expand the four-wheel drive system, which they call it E4. Then we have an automatic transmission, e-CVT, a special transmission for those plug-in hybrid system. The 2.5 liter petrol engine, it's a 4 cylinders inline engine. Total power of the car 306 horsepower, 227 Newton meters. 0 to 100 the car can do in 6 seconds. Top speed of the car 180 km per hour. Consumption, it's around 1 liter plus 16.6 6 kilowatt hour, CO2 emission 22 grams, and the car is capable to drive only in electric mode up to 75 kilometer, which is quite good. Probably in real life around 50 kilometer driving only in electric, and I will show you how you can do that. The weight of the car 1940 kilograms. Also very important, it's the suspension, which we have independent MacPherson on the front and multi-link on the rear. Also the battery capacity 18.1 kilowatt hour. It's a lithium battery, 355 volt, somewhere under the floor. And as an extra information, the electric motor that is installed integrated into the transmission in the front, it's 182 horsepower, and the rear motor, it's a 54 horsepower, and it's installed on the rear axle. And the petrol engine 185 horsepower, and the total power it's 306 horsepower, because they calculate a little bit different, they just don't add it up together. But in general, those are the most important information. The turning circle 12 meter and the ground clearance 19 centimeters. Those are the most important information. Now also very important is the price for this car. It's around 56,000 euro, depending which country you are, but for the moment in Bucharest, in Romania, basically they have a good offer, 42,210 euro with some incentive from the government. Plus, let's don't forget that this car have 7 plus 3 years warranty for the engine, transmission, and the engine and motor and all that stuff. So it has a super good warranty, which go up to 10 years. Incredible, right? Now let me show you a few things here and then we will start driving. First of all, adjustment of the steering wheel. It's manual, of course. From here you can customize the screen there, so you can choose whatever things you want to see. You can see also the graphic with what happened with energy in real time. You can see the tire pressure. You can see what happened with the power to the front and rear axle. You can see, and you can choose to see the consumption. You can see the eco zone, eco score, EV drive ratio, so it shows you how much time did you drive in electric only, which is very important. Drive info, trip A, trip B, and the graphic. And then here you can do the same thing. I will reset the consumption right now, put it to 0, and of course in the middle you can basically choose to go in different settings. Yeah, I will show you more info about that in the review video. Here on the left side you can see we have 34 kilometer, around 70%, 65-70% battery left, and yeah, that's it. Now here we have a few buttons. Here's the stalk to change the gears. You can put it in drive just like that. You can put it in S, and then you go down up to change the gears. You can see manually if you want to do that. Let me leave it in park. Here you have electronic handbrake. You have auto hold function. You have here the trail mode. If you want to go in trail mode, you press this button and the car will go in normal drive and then in trail. Now from this wheel you can go in eco. You just rotate it left to be eco, rotate it right to be sport, push this button to go back in normal. And it's great because you don't have to look, you know what it is. You just look at the road and then you just turn it around and then you know where you are. And then you have two other buttons here. One of it, it's auto, EV hybrid. So you press this, you can see on the left side it's appearing this auto, so the car will choose for you when to drive electric, when to drive with petrol, when to mix those both together. And then you have another button here that says charge to hold, and if you press this you can switch to hybrid mode. So you choose to have on hybrid. We press one more time EV mode, electric mode only if you have enough battery, and if you hold it and then release it, it says charge mode, and you hear the engine is running right now, and when it's running it's charging the battery. So if you want to charge the battery, you put it in charge mode and the car, the petrol engine run, and then it's charging the battery. It doesn't use the energy from the battery, which is super cool. I love how simple it is to adjust this. Here it's easy to understand. From here you charge the car, here you have the battery, here you have the rear motor, here you have the front motor, electric motor integrated in transmission, and then here you have the petrol engine. And I will leave this graphic so you can see it a little bit better. Press it one more time, release it, and right now the car is kind of back to auto, so the car will choose automatically. What I want to do, because I see something on the wipers and I don't want to start driving like that, it's something right there on the wipers. So yeah, I think now it's good. So otherwise we'll block our view. And then let's start driving, and I will reset one more time the consumption. Press this for a few seconds and then go left, hold it to reset, and boom, now it's good. Okay, great, let's drive it. We will go on the highway, we will go in the city, we will check also the consumption. I leave it on auto, right? So we have 34-kilometer range. Here we have 660 kilometer on the petrol. So keep in mind this, right? So we can check in the end. It started raining today. It's not a perfect day to test and film, but I love the fact that it's not sun outside. When it's sunny, it's even worse because you cannot see so clear. Yeah, now it's better, you see. It's nothing anymore on the wiper. So yeah, maybe a little bit, but yeah, still better. Now, what I love about this Acros, or yeah, RAV4 also, is the fact that it's run really silent, and you have the option to drive in electric mode. And man, it feels really relaxing driving in the city. I love the fact that you have this option. So if you have the possibility to charge the car, if you live in a house, if you don't live in a big building apartment, when you don't have to charge the car, then yeah, it will be complicated to charge it every day, every 2 days, every 3 days. But if you live in a place where you live in a house, for example, and you have a yard, you have the possibility to charge the car, like these guys here, for example, then will be a perfect choice, because you can drive home to work every day in electric, and when you go at long trips, you can use the petrol engine, and that's fantastic. I think this is a great option. Usually I don't recommend plug-in hybrid for the people that live in big buildings and they don't have the chance to charge the car. But if you have the chance to charge the car at home, at work, or wherever, if it's easy for you, then will make a lot of sense, and then plug-in hybrids are great. Now, as I said, this car, it's basically the same RAV4 facelift, and the suspension are the same, the mechanical parts are the same, the driving feeling is the same, so there are not big differences here. We can also turn on the climatic system on 22 degrees, so we can make it the same as on, yeah, or maybe let me put it on low, or as I always do with all the cars, so we can make it a proper, exactly the same test as I test other cars. But in general, as you know, RAV4, and we talk about it, and I have it on my channel, it's an amazing family SUV. It's an amazing car because everything is set up extremely well. The suspension are set up good, so they are not super comfy, they are not very stiffer, they are somewhere in the middle. And let me put this air on the side because it's too much. Basically I don't need it, but I turn it on just to show you that the consumption, to make it fair for all other cars. So basically it's quite the same. The steering wheel, right now we are in eco mode, right? So the steering wheel, it's quite soft, it's easy to go around, it's easy to drive even in the city. Turning circle is pretty good for a car on this size, and it feels light to drive, even though the car, it's pretty heavy, I would say. Not very heavy, there are many other cars much more heavier than this Acros, but it's a pretty heavy car, and in general I would say it feels good to drive also in the city. And I drive it today almost the whole day, and I tell you, it's quite pleasant. Also, you have a higher position, so you have a very good visibility from above. The seats are very comfortable. They are leather, basically synthetic leather, so they are kind of a artificial leather, but they are very comfortable. A nice position. For me, at least, it's more than perfect. The brakes and the pedal feel great. The plug-in hybrid system in general work quite good, and you can see right here on the images what happened with the energy in real time. You can see right now the energy from the battery go to the motor, and the motor from the transmission move the car right now in this moment. It has also auto hold right here. You can activate it. You don't have to press the brake all the time, so you can also release it, activate, disactivate. Very simple. Physical buttons, everything, it's easy to reach out. Physical button on the steering wheel. From here you can set the autopilot. I will show you. From here you can configure the screen, and we will test autopilot on the highway a little bit later. But in general, I love the fact that you can see this graphic with what happened, and you can understand better how your car works, and you can make it work better. You can make it consume less. If you understand it better, you can anticipate better the traffic. Very good visibility in the mirrors. Mirrors are huge mirrors. Very big, very good visibility. Even up here, good visibility. You can adjust them electrically from here. Very simple like that. The cool part is that for the moment, even though the car is sold at a pretty high price, with this discount, at least here, I'm not sure in other countries, you have to check on the Suzuki website, but here they have they have a big discount, which is great. I think it's a good time to buy it. Otherwise, you can see right now it's on auto, and because we have enough battery, the car until now it drives only in electric mode, which it's like feeling you're having an electric car. But you can also switch that if you want the car to switch to petrol engine. You just press this, hold it for a few seconds, and the petrol engine will run and will charge the battery. And to be honest, when I received today the car, I received it with a full tank, but I had only 3 kilometers here on the electric. Now I have 30 kilometers. Why is that? Because I press this button for a few seconds, I release it, and now the petrol engine is running. And I drive it, I think, around 40 minutes, maybe 50, and then look at this. I have more than half battery. I have like 60%, 70% battery was earlier, which is impressive. I mean, it's great that even if you're not charging the car with the cable, you can charge the car through the petrol engine, and then you use the electricity later. So for example, if you really need that, you can do it also from the engine generator, IC, internal combustion engine. So it's great that you can do that too. Otherwise, the engine is not that loud, so you don't feel also too many vibrations, because you have the CVT. You will see when you accelerate, everything, it's very linear. And of course, when you push it harder, when you need more energy, when you need to have a lot of power, then you hear the engine, how it's rev up, and I will show you that as well. But in general, keep in mind that you won't hear a difference. So yeah, that's quite important. But overall, it's a very reliable, well-built car. Like you probably know, Toyota make fantastic cars. If you're wondering why Suzuki would take the car from Toyota and put it here, it's because they have a collaboration from 2019, and because of the emissions. So in order that Suzuki can sell the cars in Europe, they didn't have a proper electric or hybrid car, so they have to collaborate with Toyota. And from what I understand, Suzuki helped Toyota in some countries with other smaller models. So it's a good collaboration between those two, and I think both of them, they have to win from this collaboration, in special Suzuki, because now they have also those amazing hybrid reliable systems which they bring and sell right now. And this Acros is kind of the top of the range version, or top of the range model for Suzuki. So it's the most expensive, the most premium high-class car that they have, and I'm happy that they keep it simple. We have on one model, we have the top of the range here, we have the top version, and the most expensive version, of course. but you have everything here. You will see you have lane assist, you have adaptive cruise control, you have autopilot, the latest technology which Toyota use as well. You have Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, which work great. You have the latest multimedia system, which work great, and you will see also the navigation here work pretty good. Now what I don't like here is the fact that these guys go in front of me and this guy drive too slow, and I can stay here for the whole day. Anyway, let me show you how fast it's loading this navigation. You just press it and you can see in just no time it just go right. So that's pretty good. And I also test this on the new models from Toyota, and it works extremely well. You know, if these guys in my country, if they take advantage of some people that maybe they are beginners or something like that, and then if they see that you stay, everybody go in front of you if you're not paying very good attention. And this guy in front, you see, was like 10 cars goes in front of him. Anyway, let's talk a little bit about the recuperation, right? Because this is also very important. When you accelerate and you release the acceleration pedal, the car will recuperate energy back into the battery. And the car doesn't have the B mode, like you have more recuperation. It doesn't allow you to choose between different levels of recuperation, which I would expect to have from a plug-in hybrid car. Or, you know, there are hybrid cars and even mild hybrid cars on the market that allow you to set some level of recuperation, and that would be awesome to have some option here to put it in B mode to recuperate a little bit more energy. Otherwise, when you press the brake, of course the car it's linked to the recuperation system, so it will recuperate energy back into the battery. But I wish to have some extra control. Plus those pedals, if you're wondering for what they are, is just to change the gears. From here you change the gears if you want to do it manually. So yeah, this is why they are here, those pedals, which is a great extra option, of course. Other than that, the system worked pretty good. I also test the consumption a little bit earlier. It was pretty hard to test it. I tested also on RAV4. Probably they will have very similar consumption. The grille in the front, it's quite different, so the air intakes, like at high speed in the city, doesn't matter, but at high speeds, kind of long distances, you will probably see a difference in consumption, because I know RAV4 have a little bit more aerodynamic front end, and Acros it's kind of more aggressive and nice looking, but that will be a very small amount. Probably at long distance, high speed, you will notice that, but in general, for speeds up to 100 to 120 km/h, and driving in the city or stuff like that, in a mixed mode, you won't feel the difference. Yeah, regarding the windows, we have double glass, which is great, so acoustic glass, sound insulation is pretty fine, and can be better, but it's pretty good. It's on the higher end. Also, the position of driving, the armrest, the center console, everything seems to sit in the perfect position. Physical button, everything, it's exactly what it's supposed to be. The pedals also, they are quite soft and nice and pleasant. I like that. So they are very well linked to the car. So basically they are, yeah, the same as on RAV4. The steering, depending in which driving mode you are, it will adapt. So if we put it now in sport mode, then the steering will become a little bit stiffer, so it's better for higher speeds, better handlings. And I feel like when I put it in sport mode, that it responds a little bit better to what it is, this car. Like, it's heavier, right? So you fix the steering wheel on sport mode, and then you have a much more realistic feedback from the car and from the steering wheel. And also, of course, you put it in sport mode, the car will react much more quicker. I already feel in the pedal, so when I accelerate right now, I feel like I have that power, extra power that I need. For example, here, look at this. Whoa, it's push you back in the seats. And it's nice, it's pleasant, I like it. It's pretty quick. I mean, little over 300 horsepower is more than enough for every kind of driving situations. So yeah, I would say it's pretty fine. You can see for yourself there what's going on with the energy, with different colors, and you can see when the car is recuperating, when the car is using energy, and so on. But yeah, easy to go around, pleasant also in curves. Right now we are in sport mode, so the steering is a little bit stiffer, so it's perfect when you want to drive a little bit more dynamic. Nice. I like it. You know, I'm a big fan of what Toyota do with the cars. I know there are very reliable systems, at least the hybrid systems. I know them. They don't have too many problems. There are very few cars that goes in service back. So yeah, they are really reliable. So this Acros, it's also a reliable result of this. So yeah, that's a good stable car. There are not many things to say about it, but in general, it's quite nice. Also, it's pretty quick. You can see, because the car is starting with 2 electric motors. You feel immediately how the car is push you back in the seat. So you feel that torque, you feel that power pushing you back in the seat. That's extremely pleasant. And you see the car, it's recuperating the energy with both of the engines, both of the motors, sorry. Both of them give you power, both of them recuperate. Look at this, both depending on the situation. So it's a very smart computer system that managed to send the power and to configure it and to choose when and which axle to run and to work. Good grip overall. We will go on the highway and we will test also the autopilot, and I will show you how it works. We have right now consumption only on electric, 21.5 kilowatt hour, and I'm not sure if I can see, but the petrol engine also kick in for a bit, but I'm not sure if we can see that. No, maybe here. I think here you can see the trip information, history. Yeah, probably here. No, this is the previous driving, so it's like 4.7. Yeah, those are definitely the previous. Current trip range 614, trip duration, average speed. Yeah, anyway, we will see in the end here. I think it will show us if I drive a little bit more in with the petrol engine, then you will see also the consumption for the petrol system. But as long as you have energy in the battery, the car will try to drive more in electric mode, more economical, even though we are in sport mode right now. And we are driving in sport mode. Of course, when you put it back in eco mode, the car will give you the power much more smoother, much more slower. So it's great that you have those configuration and those choices. But I like the high-end position. I love the position. It's so easy to drive it because I have such a good visibility and I see everything around the car. I see everything on the distance. It's great the way it is. Now, because it's raining, probably we will hear a little bit more noise inside the cabin, so you can't hear exactly regarding the sound insulation. But I drive a little bit earlier today when wasn't rain on this area, and as I said before, the fact that you have double glass, the sound insulation, it's pretty good. Can be better, yes, but it's pretty good. Now, the blind spot technology, you see it in the corners, it comes standard like this. You can see from here, you can set the cruise control, you can set the speed, you can see it right there in front of you. And then the car right now, it stays between the lanes, accelerate, brake. Let me deactivate this because you can see it a little bit better right there in front. And right now you can see it uses the same autopilot, the same system as you can choose a higher speed from here, the same system as Toyota use, which is incredible. I mean, you have that autopilot, lane assist, emergency brake, all those systems. You can choose the distance between the car in front and your car from here. You can choose the lane assist, and right now the car stays between the lanes. And I tested also on other models from Toyota, of course, and it works the same good as on Toyota as well. Of course, the car can read the traffic speed limit signs, and it has a camera around here, so it can read the traffic speed limit signs and can adapt or can warn you like it warned you right now. You can see the blind spot view monitoring in the corner, big mirrors, great visibility, great comfort. And right now, even if it's raining, we have 93 km/h. You can immediately notice that it's not so noisy inside. You can hear the rain a little bit, but that's totally normal. Now, if I take control, I'm in sport mode, press the acceleration. Man, even at this speed, it's pushing you back. You see that? It's just push me back immediately. So even if you're driving 100 and you need power to cross pass other cars, you have more than enough power. I mean, more than 300 horsepower. Plus, let's don't forget that the electric motors help you a lot to give you that fast, quick response, quick push when you need it. And of course, we have the rear electric motor, which give you even more pleasant grip on the road, so even more control when you need it. So that's very important from my point of view. Again, we can activate this autopilot, and right now the car is doing the job. Stay between the lanes, accelerate, brake. It comes with some radars and cameras that help, and sensors that help the car. And it warns you from time to time to hold your hands on the steering wheel. So my recommendation is always have your hands on the steering wheel and pay attention to the road. And the car is just taking you the stress. You don't have to stay in stress, you know. Yeah, the consumption is go a little bit higher right now. In 24.6 is normal, kind of normal. Right now you see the car is recuperating the energy back into the battery. We still have 18 kilometer energy in the battery right now. Right now the car is driving in EV mode, in electric mode, and the consumption is going down 21.8. It's pretty good because, you know, the consumption usually on plug-in hybrid cars, when they drive on electric, it's higher than a normal pure electric car, because it has to pull also the tank with the gas, with the petrol engine, with all that extra heaviness components like transmission, anyway, and all that components. But that's why usually, if you're wondering why plug-in hybrid cars tend to have a higher consumption in electric mode. Now here it's a good simulation, driving in traffic. You can also set from here this cruise control, and now the car will accelerate, brake, keep the distance, stay between the lanes, hold the distance between the car in front. You can see right now it's just doing the job. But when the cars in front start to drive, you have to press a little bit the acceleration, so my car will move as well. And I will show you right now. Press the acceleration. You see right now my car start to drive, and then it's try to stay between the lanes. It's kind of complicated. This curve here, it's very complicated, even for very, very extended, even for Tesla or for other cars that have a very advanced autopilot systems. So it's complicated, but it's very, very useful, this system in traffic. For example, you stay in traffic, you don't have to worry. It's brake, accelerate, take up all your stress, and it's, look at it, it's braking, engage autopilot. So all the system work very good. And we still have 18 kilometers left. It says waiting there. And when the car in front is leaving, you have two options. You press this, or you press the acceleration a little bit, so it will restart and start driving. And right now the car, it's keeping the distance, accelerate, brake, and if it's stop, then you have to restart it. That's the difference between this one and the other autopilot system. Another thing that's different here is the fact that you cannot get a head-up display, where on RAV4 you can get also the head-up display, but I don't think you need it, because you have also these incredible screens which you can configure it in so many ways, and you have a good visibility there. So yeah, I don't know, to be honest guys, for me, I'm not a big fan of head-up display. I basically don't like them, at least in the nighttime. They are in the nighttime sometimes they are so annoying, he's seeing those things, and they kind of, in many situations I have to turn them off. So I would say a very good digital cockpit, it's more than enough, and you don't even need to have a head-up display. That's my opinion. And we are still in sport mode. I'm still driving in sport mode. So if you need a little bit more power, okay. It's pushing you back really nice, really nice. The grip, it's pretty good. And the great part is that we have that electric response, electric quick response, because the engines usually have a delay, but the electric in curves, it stays also good side support. good control. Wow, it's accelerating pretty quick. Look at it, it's reaching 130 in 1 second, and just super quick in a few moments. Yeah, it's a very good cruiser. It sits really well on the road at high speeds. It has a pretty good control. Yeah, it's hard to tell because it's raining, it's hitting, it's a little bit windy outside, but overall it's pretty good in terms of sound insulation. The cruising stability, it's very good. The wheelbase is quite large and you have a pretty stable car. Plus the suspension are set up pretty well to give you a good comfort, but also good stability at high speed. So they are set up in a good way. And you drive faster, but you don't feel like you're driving faster. If you go a little bit slower, 120, you see the car is just, it feels like you're driving slower. And the system in general, it feels quite solid, quite stable, and I like that so much. Now press the brake, recuperate energy back into the battery, and we have 11 kilometers left because the car most of the time drive only in I will switch here to charge the battery. So we go a little bit in the city, so we can drive also in the city for a bit, and we can check the consumption in the end. It's a little bit crowded today, probably because it's Friday and everybody go home. I'm not sure about that. So immediately when you switching to the charge mode, you can see now the consumption total average 9.1, because we charge the battery, and that way it's a little bit higher. It's kind of hard to if you don't go, kind of hard to know exactly what's the consumption when they mix it like that, you know. It's really hard to tell, but usually it should be quite efficient. We'll go around here like that. Look at the RAV4. It was on the other side. Now we are in eco. So now when you press the acceleration, you immediately feel a difference. The car is reacting much more slower. It's reacting, so you press the pedal and then the power, it comes slower. Now if you put it on auto, the car will choose again to drive in electric. Yeah, the seats are very comfortable. The seats help a lot with the comfort. They are quite soft, somehow soft. They kind of, yeah, design it in a very pleasant way. It feels really good. It feels relaxing. You see here going over those bumps, then you notice that when the big bumps are bigger, then you notice that the suspension are also set up a little bit to be sportier, and that's normal. And you feel a little bit the car is heavier, but that's somehow normal because you need this when you want to drive faster to have a better stability at high speeds. So this is very important. $19.5 kilowatt hour consumption, plus of course the petrol consumption, which we can probably see. Let's see if we can see it here on the right side. The tire pressure, you can see here the power that's going front or rear, total average, rather, okay, distance, average speed. Okay, yeah, we can see that. It's kind of, yeah, it's kind of complicated to find out exactly how those consumption and calculation are made. Okay. You can see around here how easy it is to go around in the city when it's crowded, when there are many cars, to pay attention left and right. And this is that's why I tell you, you can drive it easy. It's pleasant. It doesn't stress you. Sometimes you drive certain cars that you are stressed. You look left, you don't see so well, you don't see so good. But this one, it's like easy. Steering, it's easy. Looking, it's easy. It gives you a nice, pleasant feeling, you know, when you're driving it. So that's very important when you're having a car, to feel relaxed inside and to help you go through different situations in an easy way, so you can blend in with the car in a nicer, easier way. I think it's a great car. It's a car that you can go also, you can do some off-road, and it's also a lovely car for daily driving. I think it's the great combination. I have here Apple CarPlay set right here, so you can use also the map. You can go here. You can use also the voice command, for example, or you can use writing. Yes, let's see. Search, and then you just check around here. You see UPS customer center. and then choose the destination, choose to go, and that's it. Bam, it's that's easy. It's that easy. Or you can use, of course, the map of the car, which is also very good. And it's great that on the new facelift it comes standard. What's the best thing also on Suzuki is the fact that you have this 10-year warranty for all those components that might worry you, that might cost you a lot of money. So it's extremely important to have this peace of mind of an extended warranty. So you can go, if you want to go back, you can go back to Suzuki, you can go to the map of the Suzuki, and then again you can reroute. What I noticed is with these new systems, look at this, it's super responsive. You see that? It's very responsive. So the screens now are much more quicker than before. And yeah, it's you don't need more than that, more than this screen shows you. Plus you have the climatic system with physical button, easy to adjust, easy to set. You have here the heating seats for you and a passenger. You have the traction control on the physical button. You have, yeah, plenty of physical button and settings that you can adjust and change very easy. So for a person that hate touch screens and like physical buttons, this car is just perfect, because everything you need, it's exactly in the right position. So the ergonomy of the car, it's very good. You can also activate, deactivate different safety features from here, from the menu. I will show you in a separate video. Check out the review video, there you can see all the information regarding that, all the technical data, all the information about the car. I'll show you all the settings and so on. At Euron Cup it scored 5 stars ratings, so it's a safe car as well. I think we can stop also here, because I think I already make an idea and I already cover almost everything, so I think it's enough. But of course I will have a video in the nighttime if you want to see it, how are the lights and how it looks. Check it out, and also the full review video, which is very important. I will try to make a video with the multimedia system, with how you can connect your phone, so definitely check out those other videos as well. If you have question, ask me down below, whatever question you have. I will be really happy to help you guys with every single question. Also, I hope this video was useful for you. I hope you get some useful information from here. Let's park and let me show you the cameras as well. And here is the perfect place where we can park the car in silent. And it's great because we can see also the environment here. Look at the RAV4. Look at the siblings there. Now look at the camera. I love the fact that the screen is big. You see it very well. You have those active lines, plus the resolution of the camera, it's pretty good, so you see extremely clear what's going on, plus you have the sensors. So that's it, and then you put it in park just like that, and that's it. Super easy. Now consumption 19.3 kilowatt hour. I'm not sure how can I show you, to be honest. 8.4 kind of, but it's kind of complex and complicated to make an idea about what's the real number or not, because they are kind of mixing the things. Anyway, yeah, that was the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you get some useful information from here. If you have questions, ask me down below. Whatever question you have, I will be happy to answer you. From my point of view, I think it's a great family reliable car with a super extended warranty. If you want peace of mind, this SUV might be one of the car that you are looking for, because 10 years warranty for all the components, all the important components. It's a great deal, and plus the deal from Romania. But if you are in your country, maybe you have also a deal for this moment. I think it's a good time to look into this Suzuki Acros. Anyway, that was the video. Thank you for watching, guys. Really appreciate it. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. That will mean a lot for me. Stay safe, stay close, and we see you soon in the next one. Bye, guys.